The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Moore with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Play action now with Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Getting out to his left. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Zach Bond with the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good.
Daniel's gonna keep it. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now they send their back in motion right. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. The touchdown dropped this back to a one-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. First down, a run with Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop stop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. First down now, ball at the 33. From the gun, it's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Hand off to the back. And second down only works out for a yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it down to the 33. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
So we're through 3 here. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Eagles 24, Commanders 10. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. They'll start this series with an option left. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taking off with it again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 11.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
So first down from the 41.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
Daniels going to keep it. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Washington first
Play action now, Daniels. He's got it near the 10. They get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Washington Commanders first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Daniels. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Working quickly here.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and goal.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels looking to throw. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first.
And 2.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 5 DBs out there for the Commanders on third. Looking to throw. That is caught. He's got Brown. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And an Eagles first down.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Barkley off the pistol give. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Looking to throw. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win.
That's good.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's a design look for Hurts. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win.